A few days before the release of Smash Ultimate, I uploaded a video going over what I thought were the top 10 buffs and nerfs to returning characters. However, because all of the research I did was on people playing pre-release versions at events and whatnot, some of the information I used wasn't exactly correct. So thank you to everyone in the comments who let me know and cleared up some things for everyone else, but it's time to revisit the top 10 buffs and nerfs in Smash Ultimate. Now I'm going to be going over 5 nerfs and 5 buffs, and I've realized that it might make more sense to call this video top 5 nerfs and buffs. However, since it's a correction of the previous video, I figured using a similar title would help people realize that the two videos are connected. So I apologize if the title is a little bit misleading. I had some comments about that in the previous video, but enough rambling, let's get into these buffs. Previously starting off the list, we had Rosalina and Luma. As it turns out, Luma actually respawns in 11 seconds in a 1v1. The 7-second respawn time is for free-for-alls or team battles with 3 or more players. So with that being said, Luma respawns 3 seconds sooner in 1v1s now, and in order to balance that out, you would assume that Luma is a little bit weaker now, right? Well, I did some testing, and when it comes to raw damage, Luma is basically twice as powerful in Smash Ultimate. Luma's big moves in Smash 4 were up tilt, up air, down air, and maybe even forward smash. As it turns out, all of Luma's tilts and smash attacks now do almost twice as much damage as they did in Smash 4. Knockback looks about the same on tilts and aerials, however all of Luma's smash attacks seem to have gotten a buff in knockback. None of these buffs make any sense to me since Luma was already the most broken thing about Rosalina, but as a Rosa main, I'm definitely happy. As for her nerfs, forward air doesn't stay out as long anymore and got a little bit of a range nerf as well. However, it comes out faster, ends faster, and with the instant short hop aerial mechanic, you can auto cancel it instead of dealing with all the insane ending lag. Neutral air is the other big aerial change, but I wouldn't exactly call it a nerf. It still has a hitbox all the way around Rosalina, it just isn't as massive anymore. Just like forward air, it starts faster and ends faster, and it pops up enemies right in front of Rosalina, which could lead into more follow-ups. She still has forward air and up air follow-ups after her down and up throws respectively, and Luma is still gonna kill you off of the top at super low percents, especially if you get grabbed on a high platform. The big nerf is that Luma can no longer attack when Rosa is in hit stun, which in my opinion just makes the character more fair overall. Despite getting all of the buffs I mentioned, I wouldn't exactly say Rosalina is top 5 most buffed. I still think she's going to play extremely similar to Smash 4, she's still going to be able to do a lot of the stuff she's used to doing, and other characters got even more significant changes in my opinion. So replacing Rosalina at the number 5 spot is Pokemon Trainer. Now PT is 3 characters in 1, so I'm not going to go in depth about specific moves like I did with Rosa, but the big changes are as follows. No more fatigue. You can now use Squirtle, Ivysaur, or Charizard for as long as you want without any disadvantages. The other massive buff was to the overall Pokemon switch time, and the fact that you can now do it in the air. True inescapable combos with Pokemon swaps mid-string probably aren't going to be possible. However, there are situations where you will find it advantageous to switch Pokemon mid-fight. For example, if you get the opponent off stage with Squirtle, but you want to edgeguard them with a Meteor Smash, or just have a better recovery in case your edgeguard goes wrong, a quick switch to Ivysaur or Charizard might actually be the best idea. Or maybe you're getting to a dangerous percent as Squirtle and the enemy sends you really far off stage. In that case, you might want to switch to Ivysaur or Charizard to get back to the stage easier and just to increase your weight and overall survivability. In addition to the general Pokemon switch buffs, all 3 Pokemon feel much faster in Smash Ultimate and they have grab follow-ups using instant short hop aerials. Squirtle's ability to carry people with his forward air is amazing, and Ivysaur's forward air is a lot faster and stronger. However, I don't like how Ivysaur's down tilt no longer pops enemies up, and it seems like the up B sweet spot got a huge nerf. At first I thought I just wasn't hitting it properly, but after a few minutes of trying, I think this is just actually how the move is now, which is kind of a little disappointing. And lastly, Charizard can't rock smash anymore because that's the Pokemon switch input, however he also feels a lot faster now, and things like instant short hop aerial really help him start combos and get more follow-ups. Previously at the number 4 spot was Diddy Kong. Initially, I thought Diddy Kong was going to play the same way he did in Smash 4, just with better bananas. As it turns out, his throw and aerial combo game got quite the nerf. Forward air has increased ending lag, so you can't really chain them together, and down throw into aerial follow-ups only seem to work on the big heavy characters, or opponents that just don't react fast enough. His up special gives him about half the distance that it did in Smash 4, for the same amount of charge time. So in my opinion, Diddy Kong didn't really get buffed at all. He's still an all-around good character, but if anything, I think he might be a little worse now. Replacing Diddy at the number 4 most buff spot is Olimar. Arguably one of the top 3 best characters in Brawl, Olimar saw some hefty nerfs in Smash 4, but is now on the upswing again in Smash Ultimate. Still capped at 3 Pikmin, these little colorful guys got some massive buffs, which in turn buffs almost every move Olimar has. They do more damage when latched onto enemies, and overall their damage and multipliers have been increased. For example, a forward smash with a red Pikmin in Smash Ultimate is equivalent to a forward smash with a purple Pikmin in Smash 4. Speaking of purple Pikmin, now their up smash is safe on shields, and up smash got a huge ending lag buff, letting it combo into itself and into up aerial, just like it did in Brawl. For a great example of how scary Olimar can be in Smash Ultimate, check out the recent 2GG tournaments and look out for I'm Hip. Previously at the number 3 spot was Little Mac. Originally I thought the recovery buff and being able to easily run up and hit confirm people with jabs and tilts was enough to consider him top 5 most buffed. However, as it turns out, Little Mac's recovery is still pretty easy to gimp. If you hit him out of his Jolt Haymaker, he doesn't get to use it again, and if you're waiting at the ledge for him to Jolt Haymaker, it's pretty easy to shield it, parry it, or just avoid it and punish before he can up special. Countering a move in the air looks like you get less than half of the horizontal distance that you got in Smash 4, which is another hit to his recovery. However, it does look like his up special got a very tiny vertical distance buff. Last but definitely not least, Little Mac lost his jab to up B kill confirm. Even at 200% damage, jab 1 or jab 2 can't true combo into up special. So overall, I would say Little Mac is going to be just as good as he was in Smash 4. He got a couple of buffs, a couple of nerfs, but nothing that's completely going to blow him or his opponents away. Replacing Little Mac at the number 3 spot is Ike. Ike is still one of those characters that I think is top 5 most buffed going from Smash 4 to Ultimate. He obviously does a ton of damage and knockback, being a muscular dude with a two-handed sword, but in Smash Ultimate, everyone is faster and has faster moves overall, which actually makes Ike pretty terrifying. His neutral air is way faster, has much more range, and still pops people up for additional follow-ups, whether you hit with the back or the front hitbox. His new up air is basically Corrin's from Smash 4, and we all know how good that was. It's fast, it hits hard, pretty much the description of anything Ike related in Smash Ultimate. And one last thing I left out in my previous video, a fully charged eruption now sends multiple pillars of fire out in front of Ike. This move is super niche and rarely ever used, but now it's even better for when you do actually use it, so congrats. For more info on Ike buffs, check out my previous video, which I'll link in the description and in the pinned comment below. Previously at the number 2 spot was Ike. However, when it comes to the overall total quantity and quality of improvements, I think Palutena is definitely one of the most buffed characters in Smash Ultimate. Palutena basically got buffs to everything, and I feel like an idiot for not considering it before. Because custom moves are no longer a thing, her side special Barrier is now Explosive Flame, which doesn't put you into Special Fall, by the way. I can't count the number of times I've accidentally used it off stage instead of up special, or using it close to the ledge and then my aerial momentum carries me off stage to my death. Now you can do all of that safely, and use it while recovering to try and make the ledge safer. Barrier was actually moved to down special, which is also still counter, so it's a barrier and a counter that reflects projectiles. Her up special also has less ending lag, making it safer for her to mix things up and recover onto the stage or onto a platform. Even her auto reticle got a buff, now it's faster and does more damage. In Smash 4, Palutena was kinda designed to be this custom move character aside from the Mii fighters, so when they removed custom moves in Smash Ultimate, a lot of them got added into her moveset in other ways. She's even a little bit faster in Ultimate, which is definitely a nod to the super speed custom move. Overall, Palutena's entire kit pretty much got speed and damage buffs, and since her amazing custom moves that weren't legal in tournaments are now just part of her moveset, she definitely got a major buff from Smash 4 to Ultimate. Previously at the number 1 spot was Pichu, but somehow I completely overlooked this little guy. If we're talking about the most buffed character, then you have to compare that character to the most recent Smash game they were in. In Pichu's case, his last Smash game was Melee, a game where he's been bottom tier if not top 3 worst characters for the entire 19 years that the game's been alive. He's the lightest character in the game, meaning he dies the earliest, and if that wasn't bad enough, his electric attacks hurt himself, so he reaches those extremely low kill percents even faster. Oh, but it gets worse. Melee was a game with chain grabbing, and for some reason they thought it was a good idea to let the characters who are already good chain grab the bottom of the barrel characters. Fast forward almost 2 decades to Smash Ultimate, and Pichu is exponentially better than his Melee counterpart. He's still the lightest, he still hurts himself, and he still dies really early. However, chain grabs are no longer a thing. His neutral air and up air are still amazing, and they're even better now that you don't have to L cancel and you can just instant short hop aerial. And his neutral B in the air travels super fast now. He's even got the Pikachu down special that has a meteor effect into huge knockback. Pichu's overall speed, size, and lightweight are going to make it easier for him to escape combos, which in turn is going to make him live longer. In a fast-paced, true combo-heavy game like Melee, Pichu had no chance, but with new game mechanics and the style of Smash Ultimate, Pichu is easily the most improved character in the entire game. As for some honorable mentions, Zelda, Ganondorf, Peach, and Jigglypuff. I won't go into detail since this video is already going to be really long, but they're all much better than their Smash 4 counterparts, so they're definitely characters to watch out for. And now, the top 5 biggest nerfs in Smash Ultimate. Previously starting off the list was Luigi, and boy was I ever wrong about Green Mario. First of all, his tether grab. This thing actually comes out surprisingly quick, and if it misses, as soon as that plunger hits the ground, Luigi can start moving again. So, he doesn't have to retract the tether like other characters do, making it not nearly as bad as most tether grabs. And once Luigi lands a grab, he still has his devastating, high damage combos with down throw. When it comes to recovering with down special, Luigi can still gain some vertical distance, but it's a fraction of the Smash 4 distance and maybe half of the distance that he got in Brawl. To be honest, Luigi's back to melee distance with his down special. However, it's still a really good edge guard with tons of kill potential. Other notable buffs would be the increased speed and damage to his fireballs, and the new perfect shield mechanic is going to make parry into up B an extremely viable way to win games. Without going into specific damage and knockback buffs, it's pretty clear that I was completely wrong about Luigi. He is nowhere near top 5 most nerfed in the game, and if anything, he was buffed overall. Replacing Luigi at the number 5 spot is Ryu. The whole always facing your opponent thing is both a buff and a nerf. It's a buff in situations like when you're trying to punish an opponent getting up at the ledge, or punishing someone crossing you up with a jump or a roll. You can literally just mash down tilt, and if they roll behind you, Ryu will automatically turn around and hit them. You don't even have to think. However, this mechanic actually gets really annoying when you're trying to back air. Just a simple back air, but Ryu always faces his opponent, so it's not as simple as you would think, and back air is actually one of his best edge guarding and kill options. Other more general nerfs to his moveset made it so that he can't carry people across the stage anymore with neutral and forward airs, which in turn also nerfed a lot of his kill confirms. And finally, one of the biggest nerfs to Ryu is the new air dodge mechanics. Air dodging in Smash 4 really helped Ryu get back to the stage safely, but now with all the added lag in Smash Ultimate, he has to work a lot harder to grab that ledge. Although he can now cancel his aerials into special moves, which is a pretty cool new buff, overall, I think Ryu is one of the most nerfed characters in Smash Ultimate. Previously at the number 4 spot was Sonic. Now to be completely honest, I got my information from 2 different YouTube videos. They both said that Sonic's down special can no longer go through shields. However, that is completely wrong. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong here, but it looks like Sonic can very well pass through shields with this thing. There's no faking and canceling the charge like you could in Smash 4, but you can definitely still pass through shields, which means this move is still pretty safe and it's still going to be really annoying. Another thing I got wrong was the invincibility on his up special. In my previous video, I said Sonic no longer has invincibility on startup, but as you can clearly see, he still has 3 frames of invincibility. With all that being said, combined with the fact that there's less landing lag in this game overall, I definitely don't think Sonic is top 5 most nerfed. So replacing Sonic at the number 4 spot is Corrin. I think the 2 biggest offenders that Corrin had in Smash 4 were side special and down special, and both moves got heavily toned down in Ultimate. Corrin's kick after a pin now has more ending lag on it and doesn't travel as far, making it much easier to avoid and punish, and a lot harder for Corrin to get any follow-ups at low percents. Down special, the infamous counter, got some more damage and knockback nerfs because apparently the balance patches we got in Smash 4 still weren't enough. Neutral special also got a nerf to the duration of the stun effect, making it really hard to follow up with anything. Speaking of follow-ups, moves like down tilt, up tilt, and neutral air don't combo as well anymore, and forward air is actually a bit slower than it was in Smash 4. And finally, a bit of an unnecessary nerf in my opinion, the aerial drift after Corrin's up special got a huge nerf, making it harder for Corrin to recover. To summarize, kill potential, combo potential, and recovery potential all got nerfed coming into Smash Ultimate. Previously at the number 3 spot was Cloud. Spoiler alert, Cloud's still on the list. So taking Cloud's place at number 3 is Suit Samus. A few weeks before Smash Ultimate came out, Nairo uploaded a fantastic video detailing his experience playing Suit Samus. The biggest nerf he mentioned in my opinion was down throw. Now with increased ending lag, it seems like Suit no longer has reliable down throw combos, which is going to make it much harder for her to start those up air strings. Once she finally gets a ladder combo going, she's gonna have to be right next to the opponent to connect with an up special, since it got a tiny bit of a range nerf. Her paralyzer also got a bit of a nerf to the duration of the stun effect, making it a lot harder to get true follow-ups at low percents. Down special can no longer be ledge cancelled, removing some of her fancy movement options, and her side special tether recovery got a huge nerf. Now it looks like it has half the range that it did in Smash 4, if not less. Check out Nairo's video in the description for all of his thoughts on the Suit Samus changes. Despite being my pick for top 3 most nerfed characters in Smash Ultimate, I feel like I should warn you, don't sleep on Suit Samus. She's still really fast and strong, she's just gonna have to work a little bit harder. Previously at the number 2 spot was Fox. Unlike the corrections I made for Sonic, Fox actually can't pass through shields, so at least that part of the video was correct. If Fox tries to recover on stage with side special, you can easily stop him in his tracks by shielding and then punish. However, the main reason that I put Fox on the list was because I thought side special put him into special fall. I don't know why I didn't see any comments on the video I watched saying the information was wrong, maybe the people deleted them or something, but yeah, that was completely wrong. Just like in Smash 4, Fox can use side special when recovering, and then use up special if he still needs to. Due to his recovery still being amazing and Fox still being the extremely fast, hard-hitting character that he is, he definitely doesn't belong on the top 5 most nerfed. Taking his spot at number 2 is Cloud. This is one of the only characters that I got right in my opinion. Everything I said about Cloud in my previous video still applies, so I'm not going to repeat it all. However, I will go over the big nerf in my opinion, which after some more thought, might not be that big of a nerf. So Cloud's limit now expires in 15 seconds if he doesn't use it. That is actually huge. Long story short, Cloud's recovery is booty butt cheeks, so most Cloud players would just save their limit for when they needed to up special. The reason why I think this might not actually be such a huge nerf after all is because Cloud's main reign of terror was in the doubles format. In teams, Cloud had a different plan. The plan was to have your teammate grab the opponent or hit them towards you, and then you get a free limit break side special or down special for an easy kill. You didn't really need to save your limit for recovering since edge guarding is a little bit harder in 2v2s, and you also have a teammate that can come and help save you. So in 1v1s, the 15-second timer limit is going to make Cloud players change up their game plan pretty considerably, and in my opinion that's a significant enough nerf to put him as the runner-up to most nerfed. However, in 2v2s, Cloud's still going to be a monster. And finally, my pick for the most nerfed character in Smash Ultimate is still Bayonetta. Bayo in Smash 4 was just on another level. Whenever I watched tournament matches of the top Bayonettas, I would always have this thought in the back of my mind like, Bayo doesn't really belong in Smash. She's too good for Smash. Her game is basically based around doing these massive combo strings, and after Melee, I thought Sakurai and his team decided that ridiculously long, inescapable combo strings didn't really fit in Smash Bros. Now I know I sound like a scrub, but to be honest, if she didn't get nerfed a bit in Smash 4 through the balance patches, I probably would have been on the ban Bayonetta bandwagon. So what happened to Bayo in Ultimate? Well, I went over her nerfs pretty in-depth in my previous video, so I'll just give you a quick summary. Landing lag increase on held neutral air, and knockback nerfs on up air and down air. Knockback angle nerf on forward air, neutral special can only be cancelled once fully charged, and side special on the ground can no longer pass through shields. Downward angled side special in the air can no longer be auto-cancelled, so it always has landing lag. And finally, a big correction I need to make, the duration of her witch time effect is still based on the enemy's percent and how many times she's tried to use the move. However, it does go stale a lot faster than it did in Smash 4, and the witch time effect has a lower base duration overall. Honorable mentions for most nerfed would be Ice Climbers and Snake. Can I get a rip in the chat for Snake? If I took into consideration the fact that Ice Climbers don't have any sort of infinite grab in Smash Ultimate, they would 100% be the #1 most nerfed character in the game. But I felt like that was too easy and would kind of be cheating. However, just like Rosalina and Luma, your secondary Ice Climber can no longer attack while your primary Ice Climber is in hit stun. So that's actually a real nerf and a pretty big one to make note of. And that's my revised and corrected top 10 most buffed and nerfed characters in Smash Ultimate. Do you think these characters deserve to be on these lists? Let me know in the comments and feel free to post your own list as well. I'll be finishing up the World of Light adventure soon and diving straight into character guides to help you get better. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet already and click that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. Check out some of the videos on screen for more of my Smash content, and as always, thanks for watching all the way until the end. Happy smashing.